A special focus, the real-life survival story of the 2018 Kerala floods will now reach the Oscars. Malayalam film 2018, Everyone's a Hero, is India's official entry for the Oscars. The movie is a survival drama about the floods that devastated Kerala, remember, in the year 2018. Directed by Jude, Anthony Joseph, the film stars Tovino Thomas, Kunchacko Boban, Asif Ali, Vineet Srinivasan, Narayan and Lal. 2018 released in May this year and is both a critics' favourite and a box office hit. It's the highest earning Malayalam film of all time and one of Indian cinema's top earners this year. Joining us for a special conversation this evening, director of 2018, Jude Anthony Joseph, and actor Kunchacko Boban. My first question to you, Jude, you've raked in the money as well and now you're getting all the applause.
Thank you, God. Thank you, the team, the entire team, the producers, and who worked in this film, the actors. My brother, Mr. Kunchacko Boban, is here. I thank all the actors in the film, all the technicians in the film, and who all worked in the film. We are very thankful to God and to the audience of Indian cinema.
What's really the big message, Kunchacko, from this from the film? Is it just about telling the story of the Kerala floods? Because India and Indian cities have seen several floods. Is it just about telling the story of the floods, or is there a bigger message, a larger message you're sending out from the film?
I think there is a larger message that can be learned from the movie. Basically, on the outset, we can see that it's mainly a survival thriller where unity and camaraderie can help us overcome any obstacles. And I think the furthermore important factor that we should learn from is that we should preserve or protect the nature, because this global warming thing has been affecting our nature in a very bad way, and we are maybe prospects of suffering much more dangerous situations in the future. So there should be a preparation from our part to protect the nature and make the world a better place to live for the future generation as well.
And in terms of the human spirit in the effort to survive such a flood, that would be a very important part of the story.
Yeah, very much, because 2018 flood in Kerala was one of the biggest disasters the state has faced till now. But moreover that, we were able to overcome that disaster with the unity, the camaraderie, no politics, no religion, nothing mattered except humanity and brotherhood. And that's the message that we should get from this movie as well. And apart from the human emotions connected with the movie, the technical aspects of the movie also did wonders for the movie to be, getting selected for the Oscar nomination from India. And that too speaks volumes about the movie, both in an emotional aspect as well as the technical and aesthetic matter concerning the making of the movie.
Anthony, yes, the movie is now going all the way to the Oscars. The world has seen it. As I mentioned, it's a huge box office hit. But do you think we've learned the lessons as not just a state, but as a country from the 2018 floods?
Yeah, actually, we have to be more careful treating the nature, because if we try to destroy the nature or the trees and the things around, it will come to a different equation. Like the floods is just an example for that, and we are awaiting more disasters if we do like this, because we have to we have to save the nature. We have to treat nature as our part of life. We have to be in a good harmony with the nature. Otherwise, the calamities will come, and we have to make so many changes. The amount of money we are investing in recreating or reinstalling the things which was affected by the calamities, it is very huge compared to protecting them. So it's better to protect the nature than reinvesting on things we have already destroyed from the calamities.
Is there a personal story that inspired you guys to make this film? What really sparked off the thought?
Yeah, actually, after the flood, even I was affected by the flood. I was not at home during the flood because my house was flooded. And after the flood, there is one NGO called Bodhini in Kerala. So they approached me to do a documentary based on the Kerala flood to give faith to the people how we are going to survive the flood. So I had to read the newspapers, I had to see the videos, the YouTube channels, the news, and I found that there was a huge success story of Malayalis stood together for making this flood as a it was a huge process. So I had this idea to make it as a movie, and the story is based on the people. The story, even the Tovino's character story, was inspired from a small article saying that one rescuer was died in a mission. So the story is almost true story from the flood scenes. The family who was affected by the flood, the major content of the story was a family of father, mother, and a son. So that was a real story. Unfortunately, that family was killed in the flood. Only the mother survived. So similarly, there are so many other casualties happened in Kerala. So I took the small column news from the newspapers to make the story. So in another way, the movie's script is written by the entire Kerala people.
Interesting that you narrate all those details. In terms of the Oscars and the journey from now on, it requires a lot of marketing, it requires a lot of camping and canvassing there in the US. What do you guys plan to do, Kunchacko?
Basically, when I think Jude started off making this movie, he was planning it in a minimal budget. But then we got on board a passionate and strong producer who understood the value of this movie and how it can be scaled into another level. And the theaters were flooded with audience, and the audience took the movies into their hearts. And the movie got global acceptance from all different languages into which it was dubbed and translated.
Right.
And now when it gets to the part of getting the Oscar nomination, I think our producers are capable enough to go for the ultimate push to get what this movie really deserves. And I very well pray and hope that we come back victorious.
There is a huge Malayali diaspora around the world. Are you going to tap into resources for your lobbying there from the diaspora?
It's not about lobbying, actually. I don't know. I'm new to all these things, but so I'm sincerely hoping and praying that we tick all the right boxes to, get this coveted award into our hands, because it's the story of real human emotions, real human lives, and real human unity and camaraderie. So I think ultimately that should have the ultimate triumph in the greatest venue of a movie industry. And yeah, let's hope for the best and do our best.
Well, certainly we'll hope for the best. Congratulations, many congratulations to the two of you for the movie becoming India's entry at the Oscars, and all the very best for the road ahead. Thank you for joining us and having this chat here. Jude, Anthony, Joseph, and actor Kunchacko, Boban there joining us live. That's all we have time for. The news continues here on NDTV.